Playoff fever in the air. It's the first of 4 this weekend. And off we go in the divisional round. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Yeah, that's just a tough break here in the early going of this postseason, Mike. Everyone stresses the value of the ball, especially in the playoffs. Not only does that interception put an end to this drive, but it also gives all the momentum here early to their opponent.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The field goal unit is out for the Titans. This a 44-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Titans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
That's over the middle and intercepted. the score. A pick six for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This fielded at the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Come on, set. Smash, smash. Ready.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
In motion comes Andrews.
Check out.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Gets it. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's picked up by one of his teammates. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7.
Ready. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Complete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate
in. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Here's Hall from the pistol. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up third and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
Let's go now.
What can they do here? This is third and forever.
17.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. In trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, And now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Check, Panther.
They'll go again with Hall. A nice nimble run as he manages to pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Let's go.
Here's 3rd and 7. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Ready up.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 rattle. 18 rattle. Hup.
He's got it at the 7, and he's in. Garrett Wilson, touchdown, New York.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They need 8 as they come up for third down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's the punter now. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk, going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up second down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. He is in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Jets are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Dobbs headed in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll throw out of the gun. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be taken down. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. That'll be their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. The motion man here is Mitchell. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Let's go now. Cut my team. Cut my team. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
The ball inches from the goal line. Third and goal. The motion man here is Mitchell. Throwing here on third and goal. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for two.
Here we go. Set.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Go.
Now, this looks like a design run, and they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. So we are at halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's not just the block was creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Going for it all. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. A short game, down to the 7. Here now, second down and goal.
Let's go.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New York. What a time for a pick six for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick six.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick six them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Patterson now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And, a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly, not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, The quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Throw left side. That's Johnson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And now it's 4th and goal.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
Field goal would only do so much. They need a touchdown to close the gap. It is 4th down and goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
This one's going nowhere. Going backwards. He'll be down at the 4-yard line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and 11.
Ready? Go!
Another run here with Hall. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Let's go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Ready?
They'll run it out of the gun. And it's Hall. And he's out of bounds. Very close to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Get it.
They put Wilson in motion. They give to Hall. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll run. This is Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion comes Andrews. Now this time they'll look to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
One more time, they give it to Hall. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone yet again. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. On comes Patterson for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Dobbs headed in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown Titans. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for two.
Let's go now.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
Jets 42, Titans 24.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Here we go, set.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Set.
Here's Hall. Whoa.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ready?
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to a knee, and that will do it. Next stop, the AFC Championship game.
Ready? Set. Ready, ready?
So this one in the win column for the Jets. They will continue on in these playoffs.